Heyo people! Order Kingdom Impact, an actually new, fully global server for Order Kingdom, was announced this morning, April 2nd, 2025. The release is listed as Q2 2025 on Steam. I'll be following this story closely. A sub would be much appreciated if you're interested in keeping up with the news about this. Quick note, I will be adding manual captions to this video within 24 hours, which should be better to auto-translate to other languages than the auto captions. The only official confirmed info we have directly from X-Legend so far seems to be the Steam page and the Facebook pages, so I will only be citing from those two sources linked below. This will be a new global server, with UI support for all current language versions of the game, including new ones. Per the Facebook page, this is not just a return, but a brand new adventure. The 9 supported UI languages can be confirmed via the Steam page. Even our current version has a chat translation button, so the real-time language translation will probably be implemented in a similar fashion to help players communicate. At this time, it does not look like there will be a graphical change to the game. The trailers shown on the Steam page use the same videos that were released with the original Order Kingdom back in 2013. The sample screenshots are also familiar. I believe some were used to advertise costume releases. That means technically my footage in the background here is probably accurate, even though the game isn't out. A new class will be coming with this global server. In English, they have called it Floating Cannon on the Steam page, and in Japanese, they have called it Psycho-Kinesister, by which I mean literally Psycho-Kinesista, and confirmed it will play fire and ice elements. They have confirmed the ability to change your main class weapon. This is a modern convenience I have wished for a long time, and I wish it was coming to our server. They have a note about the Eidolon system, calling it an inlay, which seems to suggest they will be revising the strengthening system for them. No further information there, same as the weapon inlay system. I read this as the ability to add multiple secret stones to a weapon, but we will really just have to wait and see. They've also noted an updated auto item usage system and inventory management. Interesting, considering the auto potion slot short I made showing how you can use it for many things is my most viewed short. I was working all day, so I was mostly just watching the two Discord servers, AK Global and Impact, for people citing links, but there's really not much so far. The 4Gamer Japanese website that has a blog post about it is generally just a summary of the Steam page, with one notable exception. It has one passage which is much clearer about this being a completely separate version from the existing ones, which is the segment here titled Une Hoshin to Hoka Bajan no Kotonari. This section is the only source I have found definitively and clearly stating that it is a new server completely separate from all other versions. To my understanding, the current Japanese IP-restricted version is still being published by Moonrabi, which is separate from X-Legend, so I can understand if they were a little more invested in the specific info regarding who the publisher would be. Please correct me if I'm wrong on that. The opinion section starts here. I've been looking for thoughtful opinions from other players, not just myself, so here's some context and opinions I've found. X-Legend did a similar fresh start for Twin Saga with the Astral Tale server. I'm not super familiar with it, as I haven't played, but in my hour spent watching the Impact Discord, we have the following note from a player named Domino, stating that the Taiwan players were happy about the restart server and made up the bulk of the new players. I can't corroborate that, and Domino also told me directly it's been a few months since they've played, so this could have changed. I don't have any personal experience with the Astral Tale server, but also it wasn't competing with an English one, as that end of serviced before the new one started. On Twitter, I found the Japanese Twitter for the new Order Kingdom, which is following PlayStation and Xbox. While you may think this seems like it could be a hint that it would come out for consoles, I am less convinced. I think it's just that Twitter makes you follow something when you start an account, so they followed some game consoles. I'll also share this Japanese player's reaction. Asamina here is concerned that this is a move to end the version published by Moonrabi. And I'll admit, the idea of not leveling 20 characters seems great, and this is coming from someone who has 21 Awakened characters across 2 accounts. But at the same time, I don't feel like longtime players of any version of the game could be enticed to move to a new version at the loss of all their hard-fought archives and gear. This feels like it would be better for old players who want to come back but don't want to catch up. And that's the case for all players across the world. Is the possibility of a fresh start with people all over enough to make them forsake their cap golds and end gear? Will the game start with a low level cap like the original game? Will the grind be equivalent to those times? Is it going to follow the same path, the same maps, the same dungeons? And finally, is the name Impact just for some sweet SEO from Genshin? These are the questions I'm hoping to find answers for as soon as possible, and of course I'll be sharing the answers with you all. You know, a couple of weeks ago, someone asked me if I thought Aura Kingdom would ever get a fresh start server, and I said I didn't think so. Part of me still wonders if this is a late April Fool's, but it seems unlikely given that they have a Steam page and Discord. That would be a bit much. I've been working on a starting Aura Kingdom in 2025 video that is now cancelled. If you want to see Aura Kingdom in 2025, I won't know what you should do until we see what this new version is like. If you want to follow the news, please like and subscribe. I'll be following this release closely and will of course be trying it out to give you my opinions once it drops. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.